talking about a pure athlete, man. You cannot take that away from him. Old
Well,
as he is, LeBron still doing it
LeBron.
at that level. Yeah.
Well, you know my feelings on him being this old and still being this dominant. I mean, but
Yeah, he pay $1 million a year. Yeah, that's nothing compared to $132 million that he make. So why not?
oh yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, if you still got like a lot of some gas in the tank, if you're that close to winning chips, especially if you get Anthony Davis, you know, by virtue of him being on your sports agency.
Oh,
So
so it's a conspiracy, basically, is what you're saying.
I mean, as far as a conspiracy, I mean, is that an open? I mean, everybody knows that it's LeBron's agency, but I still
The
can't believe
Lakers,
that.
the Lakers ain't his team though. He don't pay the bill. He don't pay he don't supply their budget. They made that
No,
decision.
no, it just how everything kind of went down and how they acquired Anthony Davis. As far as like the Pelicans, they were kind of like their hand was forced, and they put a plant in David Griffin, who used to be the Cavs GM, to kind of make that deal happen. I mean, everything was out in the open, but it really wasn't much outrage because the mainstream media, they really want LeBron to win chips.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree on that.
Yeah.
But I would also say that that's just basketball. It's nothing new to that.
No.
The way that the sport itself is designed, you know, teams are going to benefit the league. Certain teams are going to benefit the league. So, you know, in the decade where it was one power person per team, that was that era. That's not the era anymore. You got pretty
But
much
wait,
every
what era are we talking about? What era are we talking about?
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, you know, the icon years where you had those icon players.
So the
May have
modern
been
NBA.
talented. Yeah, modern NBA. That's not the NBA anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Every team had two bona fide,
Yeah,
somewhat
I would
all
say that.
stars. Yeah,
But I wouldn't
talent
say
was more spread out.
that I wouldn't say that it was more spread out. I actually think that back then you may have had multiple talented people on your team, but there was one clear star.
Right. Every team had a clear star, and some teams had two all stars, or maybe three, like the Celtics or the Lakers. But
But
in general, every team had that one star and borderline all star. I mean, that's just how it was. That was because this was pre-free agency back then. So your
I mean,
teams were kind
okay,
of
we
forced
could say that.
into stand to one team.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. I would say that a lot of the all stars that were made because those teams were championship teams. I wouldn't say that they were stars before they were champion. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right, like when you think of the Boston Celtics, who do you think of? You know, during the Larry Bird era, who would you say were his co-stars?
As far as those Celtics teams, like
Mhm.
I would name like the two main ones. Obviously, is Bird and Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale, right?
Yeah.
If you take Bird off that team, is Kevin McHale an all-star?
He is considered a top 5 power forward of all time.
Would you consider him the star of the team if Bird wasn't there? I don't think you would.
A Bird, I mean, yeah, I probably would.
I wouldn't. Not
I'll
that
say,
he's not that he
who would be
wasn't
the
a
star
talented.
then?
I don't think there would be.
No,
I
no, I'm
think he
saying
just
when you cut the head off a snake, then like a new head will automatically appear. Who would the automatic star be?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you would have clipped the head off, yeah, he would have been a star. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is Larry Bird made him a star because of the attention that Larry Bird got. People started looking at other people on the team. They wouldn't. I don't think that if Larry Bird wasn't on the team, I don't think that people would look at Kevin McHale as a star. I don't think he would have been a star.
I mean, he was like back then. He was Kevin Love, but he just didn't have a jump shot. He was a strictly post player, rebounder, and decent passer. But he was
Right.
literally Kevin Love, and Kevin Love, he was an all star in Minnesota.
And he came to Cleveland and was a C star.
Right. He was just
Right.
relegated to just standing on a corner, just shooting threes.